Is pre-sale a right investment for you? In this video, I'll be walking you through and sharing some of my experience to help you determine whether investing in pre-sale is right for you. We will also discuss about few factors that help you understand timing, location, builder's reputation, and many other things that can help you determine whether this is the right thing to do. Hi, Axel, Ziba here, managing broker and founder of Maxit Realty. When I bought my first pre-construction investment, I did not have a best advisor and I didn't know what I was doing, had no idea what the next steps was. Let's talk about when to buy pre-sale. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, buy low, sell high. It's going to be your guidance when buying a real estate. But how do you know if this is the right timing? One of the biggest hints is when the market is swifting toward buyer's market. The investors love in this period of a time because many people are timing the market looking for the bottom line, and these investors already take advantage to be the early bird of investors. Investors are the first one in line for pre-sales. And here is why. Early birds gets the worm. At the earliest stage when a project being introduced to the market, developers produce incentive, bonuses, and even discounts. Number two is since the project is brand new and there's not much of a competition, there is a possibility of negotiation. 3 is better deposit instructions. 4, you get to upgrade and negotiate for those upgrades. And number 5, you get to choose the best level and floor plans. As the time passes and developers recognize they have quite a bit of an attention and they're selling their units, the possibility of negotiation, upgrades, or deposit instructions is getting less and less likely. The best advice that I can give you at this timing, when the market shifts toward the buyer's market, do not time the market for bottom line. Don't be the last bird, be the early bird, as the market can shift quickly and swift quickly back to where it was. I'll give you an example. Month of August, traditionally summertime, are slower and many people are away with their children and families on summer vacation. In month of September, all of a sudden, the market shift quite high and you would see a dramatic change in market trends. So if you are paying attention into market and are educated enough, then you're not going to lose the timing. I always say, do not time the market, tame the market toward your motivation. My website, Vancouver #1 MLS Search, offers top MLS search in Vancouver. Many pre-sales and pre-constructions are not listed on MLS. So in order for you to be aware of what projects are out there so you can timely get on it, book a call, make a complimentary consultation, and let's connect. The next topic is how to choose what pre-sale to buy. Number 1 is developer's reputation. The easiest way to understand a developer's reputation is to look into the past projects. The question is, what if this is their first project? This is the trickiest one because if you are a first-time home buyer and are putting all your eggs in this project basket, maybe you want to think twice. Developer's background and reputation is one of the most important factors when purchasing a pre-sale. Why is it important? Is because if the developer's background is not strong enough and they don't have enough credentials, thus they don't have enough financial back support. Hence, they will be cutting corners, creating unusual agreements and disclosures and unknown future. On the other hand, if it's their first project and you know that they do have enough financial support, maybe you want to study their qualification further. In regards to the developers that they do have backgrounds and projects, it's best to take a look at their reputation based on those projects. Have they been involved in any lawsuit, ongoing or maybe in the past? The matters that can be risky is leaky condos, windows shattering, or structural damages within the first 10 years of their build. Number 2 is project quality and finishes. I always invite all my clients to come and visit their sales center. In a case, if my clients are not physically present, I can do a virtual presentation with them. In this case, they can understand the quality, finishes, and get an understanding of the image that the project and developments put into rendering in their show homes, in their marketing materials. And because you're buying a contract and promissory note for tomorrow, you need to be assured that's going to be a good quality. Number 3 is type of the project. As a buyer, maybe it is subjectively important to you whether you prefer to live in a big strata with a high rise and many amenities or low rise with less amenities. Nevertheless, it is important to see the architecture and to understand the finishes and the quality of that project so you can make an educated decision. What about the rentals? In British Columbia, the province requires from developers, in addition to marketable units, in other words, residential units that they can sell, to also provide rental and affordable units just to be rented. You definitely want to find out how do they structure their rental versus marketable units. Are they in the same building? Are they sharing the same amenities? And many other things that in strata can be complicated when it comes to strata payment. If you have further questions about this subject, put a comment below and I'll be happy to answer all your questions. Number 5 is location. The most important of all, where to buy the pre-construction or the pre-sale. Remember the phrase location, location, location? Well, that also is true when it comes to purchasing a pre-sale or pre-construction. Not every area or sub-area in British Columbia produces same result. The misunderstanding about when you're purchasing a pre-sale and you suddenly in few years the price is going to be skyrocketing and you're making quite a bit of equity and money based on your deposit, it's absolutely misunderstanding. This reflects where to invest or what project you're purchasing. Now we're going to be talking where to buy pre-sale. Number 1, as a buyer, it is crucial to stay focused on your location. Always have a preferred location on your list and share it with your advisor. For instance, if you're saying I'm interested in anywhere in Vancouver, that's not going to help your advisor provide you with the valuable project that suits your needs with your budget. The best practice is to eliminate and narrow down the location that is not suitable for you. The first advice that I give my buyer, do not think about that project to assign. Always think of it that you're the one going to be moving in. When you think that way, many problem is solved. And one of those problems is you focusing in the location. This also is quite relevant toward your realistic budget. I know the development is going to be ready 3 to 4 years from now and you don't need a mortgage now. But you need to have a pre-approval and financial qualification to understand what's your limit of expense and how much home you can afford. Knowing that, then you can choose a location based on that budget that can give you the best value for your buck. So based on your budget, you can simply narrow down your location to get the best dollar for that value. Or I should say vice versa, best value for that dollar. If you want to know the average pricing in the sub-area that you're interested in, just book a call or go to the complimentary consultation and let's connect. And lastly, number 3, it's home price indexing and average dollars sold. It is important to understand the trends in that particular area that you have focused. Now, if you come up with Yaletown, then you need to analyze Yaletown from end to finish. One of the biggest advice I can give to any real estate purchaser, whether pre-sale or resale, is to analyze the trends for the past 10 years or 5 years and understand how that sub-area of your choosing is performing. You can easily navigate these trends, and I know we cannot predict the future, but it's always good to know how these locations of your choosing performed for the past 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years in order for you to predict what could happen based on these current trends. I have helped many buyers, investors, first-time buyers, relocators to achieve their real estate goals. It is important to hire an agent that is familiar with the area and the trends and guide you through every step possible. I'm here to tell you my experience, and I'm here to assist you so you don't make those kind of mistakes that I did and you can benefit from my knowledge. To get to know me more, or maybe I should say to get to know each other more, book a complimentary consultation and let's connect. Let's get you to your real estate needs. Thanks for watching this video. Looking forward for your thumbs up right there, and follow my channels. As I promised, I always put a video on a weekly basis for your benefit.